Hi, this is Tracy from Girls to Grow. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I just have a short thought that I want to share with you today, and it's actually based on a quote from Elizabeth Elliot. So I want to start today by reading that to you. She says, "God is always doing something, the very best thing, the thing we ourselves would certainly choose if we knew the end from the beginning. He is at work to bring us to our full glory." And I think that is such a sweet thought. So often it's true that God is doing things in our lives that we don't understand. A lot of it times it's through something hard, through a trial that's come into our life. Yet if we knew the end from the beginning, we would be so much more at peace and able to accept what we're going through. But isn't that what trust is all about? That we don't know what the outcome is going to be of what God has us in, and yet He grows our faith because we learn to trust Him through those times. I know those of you who have followed along on the blog for a while know our story about our first daughter, Angel, and how she was diagnosed with anencephaly when she was still in the womb, and then was stillborn at 33 weeks. And just that time that we went through, not knowing, not understanding, and yet learning through that to trust God, and most of all, learning that God is always good. And He taught us so many things through what was certainly a hard time. And even today, there are a couple of situations where my husband and I just seem to be in a waiting period, in a season where things aren't happening in the time we would like them to. And yet we are going to have to choose to trust God and to trust that His timing is best. And we don't know how He's working in each of these situations behind the scenes, or why these things aren't happening in a timely manner that we think is when they should happen. And so we have to trust God and realize that He is working all these things out in His perfect plan and in His perfect timing. I also wanted to read a verse to you, and we'll kind of close with this. It's a familiar verse, and it's Job chapter 23, verse 10. It says, "But He knoweth the way that I take. When He hath tried me, I shall come forth as gold." And what a comfort to know that God knows our way. He knows exactly everything that's going on in our lives. And while it may not be according to our plans, it's certainly according to His plan. And His goal at the end is not for us just to be happier or more comfortable in our lives, but as the verse said, it's for us to come forth as gold. The goal in each situation is for God to be glorified, and then for us to grow in our faith and our trust and our love for Him, so that we can become more like what God would have for us to be. So I hope that's an encouragement to you today. Thanks again so much for stopping by. Bye-bye.